Hello, Sarah Divinely You here. Welcome to this full moon in Gemini conjunct Mars. This has been some intense energy. I've definitely been feeling it for several days, as I often do feel things in advance. So, a couple things, because I know I'm going to only put this first little bit on TikTok. So, if you're following me on TikTok, head on over to my YouTube, Sarah Divinely You. You can also catch me on Instagram at the same handle, Sarah Divinely You. And you can catch this full video if you're on Instagram or YouTube, yay. Also, I want to say that if you want a full, in-depth look at the astrology that's going on today, please check out Fixed Air Moon on YouTube. He's got a really good deep dive into a lot of the transits that are going on, and pretty cool stuff going on that for his daily. So, but for mine, for this little nugget that I want to give you, I want to say this is a full moon happening at 16 degrees Gemini. And so if you happen to be, if your sun or any of your planets are at 16 Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces, this may be affecting you in a different way, because it would be squaring those, or conjunct if it's 16 Gemini. So there's a different aspect than if you are a 16 degree Libra or 16 Aquarius. So the aspects are different, and they present differently. So if you're ever like in a full moon moment and you're like, why are some people feeling this and I'm just like not? Because it's how it aspects your planets in your natal chart. And so I thought that was important to talk about, because sometimes we get into these transits and we're like, how come I'm feeling it and no one else is, or everyone else seems crazy and I'm feeling fine, or whatever. And that's why it's how the transit aspects planets in your chart. And so if you ever want to dive into that further, you can get a reading with me and I can talk to you about that. But this is such a unique transit because we have the full moon conjunct Mars. Mars is sitting at a spot 16 degrees Gemini where we've had lots of activity. If you remember, we had some eclipses in 2021 that were in Gemini. And we've also had some Venus activity in Gemini at unique moments over the past 16 years or so. The Leo King has talked about that. So there's been a lot of unique activity in Gemini. So let's talk about Gemini. Gemini is a mutable air sign. So mutable is change. So Gemini is a lot of change. It's also a mental sign because it's ruled by Mercury. Mercury is a quick, change your mind, impulsive, change your mind, change direction, change course type of planet. Gemini is also about the twins. It represents two, so your lungs, your arms, I don't think it actually rules legs because I think that's more Sag, but pairs, so siblings, neighbors, things like that. So these are the things that may be coming up for you, depending on where Gemini lands in your chart. So for me, Gemini is my 8th house. So that's about, it's about my passions, it's about contracts, it's about, it can be about like psychological stuff with 8th house. So it all depends on where this lands in your chart. And so, but you might be noticing just collectively that people, like I said in my previous video, are in kind of a fuck it, I don't even care anymore, I'm going to do things my way. Absolutely. And also meeting people where they are, because we're all on this journey and we're all in different parts of our journey. We're all on different healing parts of our journey. We're all in different like spiritual awakening parts of our journey. And so just being compassionate and being like understanding that like some people haven't healed maybe the aspect that you've healed or whatever. Like we can all kind of get a self-righteous like, well, can't you heal that part of you yet? But also a reminder that wounds resurface and reappear. And we do have, I think it's, let me think, Hygieia square Ceres. And so Hygieia is letting making our awareness of physical and emotional or mental health, and then Ceres is the nurturer, and so we do have that square going on too. And so we've got a lot of things at play that are really supporting us and sort of inviting us to go on our own unique journey. You're here in this divine, you're here in this unique time and space for a divine purpose. We all are. And so this is like this pivotal sort of like apex moment of like, do things your way. Go about your journey your own way. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else, right? It doesn't have to. It gets to only make sense to you. And if that means that you go off and do, whatever it is you do, be a nomad, whatever it is, like that's what you do. So I hope you found that to be helpful. Again, hopefully you're checking out my YouTube and my Instagram so that you can see these full videos. And I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your messages and all of the things. And then from the Yarn Tarot, we got the Five of Pentacles upright. And so this is, just being attentive to our health and our finances and physical things. Pentacles is physical, it's earth. And so just being attentive to those things and being attentive to who is in your corner to support you relationship wise, balancing things out, because we also got the Temperance upright. And she's bringing the nurturer, bringing that balance, bringing order. And so be that person for people, I mean, everyone's kind of going through their own version of struggle right now. So really bringing your own ability to be of balance or be of service or be of nurturing to someone, however that looks for you. There's that. And then this one's my favorite. Oh my God, we got the Wheel of Fortune. I love this card. It's just really cool looking. The Wheel of Fortune, and this is really important because your fortune lies in you being your unique self. Your fortune is in your life, your life going your way, and disconnecting yourself from the programming and the conditioning of I have to do things this way, I have to work a full-time job, I have to do this or I have to do that. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't work. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do the adult responsible things. I'm saying that if you're feeling the nudge to do something a different way, go do the thing. You do not have to run a rat race. In fact, I feel like the more you're trying to run a rat race right now, the more unhealthy it is to do that. And so this is definitely a full moon that's pulling us in to show us, really illuminate that, it's your time. It's all of our time to be who we are, and to remind all of us that we are where we are on these journeys, that we're all unique, that we all have a unique purpose, and that it is long since time for us to live into those purposes. So do the shit that makes you happy. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'm sending you a lot of love. This is a big energy full moon, and there's more to come the rest of 2022 into 2023. I'm excited to see how it all unfolds, as has been the buzz statement of the last couple of years. Grab your popcorn. Get ready for the show. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Thank you. Love you.